All right, yo, welcome to Daytona Bike Week. We are at the International Speedway, and I am, in today's video, gonna take you around Daytona. But today is a special day because I am, for the first time in my life, riding a brand new CVO. It's the Street Glide. I've never ridden one of these before, and this is gonna be my toy as I run across Daytona. And because I came in a car, and you just have to ride in Daytona, right? I can't be running around in a car at Bike Week. So my friends over at Harley Davidson hooked me up with this loaner, and they loaned me a brand new CVO. Guys gotta feel a little bit special about that. Thank you, Harley Davidson, I appreciate it. I'm gonna give a full review on this bike, tell you what I think about it in a separate video. And the question is a CVO worth the investment? I don't know the answer to that today, but I'm gonna give you the answer by the end of this weekend. So my boy Rob rode in all the way. How many miles was it?
700 and change.
How's your bike run? Good.
It's been good. Got as low as 33 degrees though.
Ouch.
Yep.
That hurts. I know about that. So this looks like the entrance here. Let's take a look at a couple of bikes before we get this thing started. The speakers down in the trunk. I'm not gonna lie to you, the little orange and blue scooter. I can see myself on an island somewhere for the winter with that. Welcome to Main Street, Daytona Beach. This is one of the places you absolutely have to check out if you ever make it to Daytona Bike Week. They shut the entire road down to motorcycles only. And as the night goes on, it just becomes more and more packed with bikes. Unless the car's got blue lights, it's not allowed down here. While there's a lot of iconic bars across Daytona for the rally, true biker bars, if you're on Main Street, the Horse Saloon is an absolute must stop. Welcome to the Broken Spoke. This place is pretty rad. Definitely on the top of the list of places to stop in Daytona. Okay, the number one spot to be in Daytona is without doubt Destination Daytona, and that is the home of Teddy Moore's Harley Davidson. This place hosts the biggest vendor layout anywhere in Daytona. If you're looking for the latest in parts or anything like that, this is where you're gonna find it. And this morning, one of my old friends, you guys know him from my videos, showed up. My boy Scott.
What's up, everybody? How you been?
You ready for the convoy this year?
It's getting there, pretty close.
It's called the Great American Convoy. We go from dealer to dealer. I'm basically like Forrest Gump. You guys can jump in with me. You can ride with me for a day, a week, as many stops as you want to ride. And at each stop, you're gonna find Scott set up there ready to welcome us as we roll in. And in fact, Destination Daytona, this is gonna be our last stop of the convoy this year. We'll put it on the screen right here, the dates, but it starts in Texas and it ends here. And every single person who shows up to join us is entered to win a brand new 2025 Harley Davidson Street Glide. And that is 100% free. You don't even have to make a donation. You just have to show up and meet us at one of the dealerships. And at the end of the tour, we end here and we will pick one of you to give that motorcycle to on the spot. Let's go inside, I'll show you what the dealership looks like. But during the rally, the outside of the store looks like this. It's just filled with bikes because a lot of people come to these rallies to buy motorcycles and they want to get their bike at Daytona Bike Week, right? It's an iconic motorcycle rally. So they get prepared for everybody to make sure they have everything everybody wants. It's kind of cool, right? It's cool to say, you know, I rode down to Daytona and traded in, bought a new bike, or got my first bike at the Daytona Motorcycle Rally right here at Teddy Moore's Daytona Harley Davidson. It's got a good feel to it. Once you get inside, you're greeted by the throne. Look at this thing. Now this is a chair. I need one of these at home for sure.
You're the guy I see on Facebook all the
Yes,
time.
Adam Sandoval.
That's it.
Nice to meet you. Absolutely. What's your name?
Kevin,
Where are you from?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. I'm up there once in a while.
Oh yeah?
Yep. In the very front of the store.
I knew it was you. I said I knew it.
Yeah, the voice is what usually gets me.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the front, they've got this tribute to the military, which is pretty neat. And it's beautiful. Look at that. Talk about America, baby. And the whole dealership is littered with different iconic motorcycles. Just really cool builds. They're everywhere. Let me show you a couple here. I bet you've never seen one of those. There is one I wanted to show you. Right here, look at this. 1981 Sturgis edition. That's actually a really cool bike. But they've got them all, man. Flatheads. They got them tucked up in the walls. Got a barber shop in here. Over here's a cafe. You can get breakfast, coffee, whatever you want. And this is the ride to the top. Up here, they've got their own private section for working deals should you buy one of them new bikes or anything like that. It's kind of a VIP area that's strictly for people who are buying bikes, and I think a couple other VIPs. But you come up the escalator to the Teddy Morse floor pad and this iconic Harley Davidson sign up there. They got their own private bar up here. Couple cool bikes on display. All the best brands set up here at Daytona, including my friend's Legend Suspension. Y'all, I tour across the country like some of the other rides I've told you about. You guys have seen them on my channel. I always run Legend Suspension. I have tried other suspensions. I truly believe Legend is the best, and what they run is all kinds of systems, everything from air systems to remote reservoirs, piggybacks. And these are the axle front drop-in. I put those in many of my bikes on my trips. I've run this very front suspension. It improves the handling a lot. If you ask me, the first thing you should do to your bike before you improve any power, anything, is get the suspension right. Because I don't care how fast your bike is, if your suspension is not correct, you're certainly not using that power in the corner. David, you will find him at pretty much every major motorcycle rally, and he is, in my opinion, the best painter ever to do motorcycle paintings. Like, let's look at a few of these. I mean, just beautiful. My girl Jessie Combs. He does a lot of real people and tries to capture their true stories. That one's awesome in all these paintings. And he just does remarkable work. And so last year I was absolutely honored when David entered me into a painting, and here it is right there. It's called The Answer My Friend Is Blowing, from the song It's Blowing in the Wind. You see a little storm going on back there, and it's me and Scooter hanging on a fence. That's from an actual picture taken when we were riding across the country to every Harley Davidson dealership in America. It was an 88,000 mile road trip, and we broke several world records in the process. Timeless, man, David Yule. That is probably one of the highlights of my whole life. But y'all, so this is Carbon Visionaries. This is who makes the carbon that I run on my Road Glide that I used on the Convoy last year. And I actually have this rear fender and I have this front fender in carbon. That exact fender right there is what I ran on the Convoy. And I also have some saddlebag lids. These guys make some great stuff. Where are you out of? Tell everybody where you're out of.
So, out of Miami, factories in Italy, and we can wait to make this amazing trip with you.
Absolutely. So they rode with me last year. They're going to ride with me again this year. And they do some amazing carbon work. Carbon Visionaries. They make just about anything you want. Look at carbon windshields, side covers, bezels. You can get it in the chip or the regular. Pretty rad company. And you can get just about any type of food truck you want as well. It's still really early here, so things are just filling up. And of course, anywhere you go, any major rally, you're going to find, my friends, the Law Tigers. These guys set up booths. They give you these booklets that you can keep all your paperwork in, and all free handouts. And the coolest thing about this book here, not only does it keep your insurance and everything safe, but it also tells you what to do should you end up in an accident. Probably one of the most important things you can possibly know is the right process to handle an accident. Do not call your insurance company first. We're all taught that from a young age. It's actually the worst phone call. They're not your friends. Call the Law Tigers or some sort of attorney first. First phone call you make after 911. Another booth you're gonna find at all the major rallies is my friends over here at 03D. This is their setup, and actually I'm gonna be running a whole new line of their products on my Road Glide for the Convoy this year. I'm gonna be running this setup right here. And they've got some really cool new lights that I'm gonna put on this bike. I'm excited for the build this year. It's gonna be the same bike as I rode last year, but with some twists. And I'm not gonna run the same paint set. I'm gonna have a new paint set, but that's a little bit of a surprise. When it comes to performance parts, D&D exhaust is my go-to exhaust as well. And of course, you're gonna find them here at Daytona Bike Week. I have run their exhaust on pretty much every bike I've built over the last 6-7 years, and it has never let me down. It's been great. They make huge power. That's like his number one thing, like, let's make the power. And then 100% of this is made in America. Like, literally, he makes his own bolts right in Texas. but he's got a little bit of a lounge set up in here, huh, Scott?
Yeah, he does.
Not bad, huh?
With drinks.
With margaritas, although it is not self-serve. It gets a little intense in this place. All right, y'all, welcome to the Iron Horse Saloon. This is another must stop at Daytona Bike Week. I'm sure if you've been here before, you've seen it, but if you've never been and you're thinking about going, I figure I should let you know. Just sharing a couple of things I see at Daytona Bike Week and a few of the places I recommend you go. I hope you enjoyed riding along with me here across Daytona, and I will see you in the next video.